We're ready to go. So welcome to our Zoom. All right, so this is just a look at the schematic for the plastic body. And if you want a break, we'll take a break, maybe 5 minutes. And if not, we'll continue.
Yeah, sure. I think people want to continue.
Okay, all right, let's keep going. The color coding that lets you understand where you see the pink on the sides, that was the classic body. And then where you see aqua color coming in, you see how we've shaped from the hips to the waist, and then shaped out from the waist and up to the bust. We can go to questions if anybody has any questions.
I have a really quick, hopefully, question. When you take your swatch and you're measuring that, should you give it a little tug, or should you kind of just should I just be doing this, whoop, and then putting it down and then measuring it? How do I know that I'm getting the accurate measurements?
Well, usually you want to do something with your swatch. I mean, you want to block it in some way, and then you just want to lay it flat, unless it has a drip length, which I talk about in KDW. If you're using a fabric that will expand, then you want to take a flat and then a hanging. You want to let it hang for a little bit, and then you want to take that measurement as well, and you want to average those. But if you have a recovering type of yarn, like merino or some kind of a yarn that's got wool in it, it's like your hair, it'll bounce back, then you just want to block your swatch, and that's going to be your measurement.
Inbal wants to know if there is a color palette that you've chosen.
The color palette, we were assigned a color palette to start with, and then we've gotten all these swatches coming in. They're so gorgeous. And so they've said they will work with us. So we will be telling you pretty much, what we want. For those of you who are competing, for those of you who are not competing, you can use whatever you want. You can use whatever yarn you want. You can use whatever color you want. But for those of you who are competing, there will be some parameters, but that will be forthcoming. And I know you're doing a color piece, and so that will be very important for you.
So can we write the pattern? Do we have to write the pattern flat, or can we write the pattern knitted in the round?
Also here, for the DAL, we're asking you to write the pattern flat. We're asking you to write the pattern knitting from bottom to top, and we're asking you to write the pattern so that we're knitting flat, so that we're all on the same page.
So our schematics might get tweaked after we start the coaching.
No, your schematics will get tweaked.
Okay, excellent.
Not a question of maybe.
Great.
Everything will be coming to me. So I'll take a look at what you send in for your schematic. My focus is going to be making sure you have a very good schematic and that you're ready to knit.
Your design will probably change from your original submission. As you said, it might. And the coaches, that's what we're going to help you do when you move into the next step. We'll help you get to your schematic, but it does not have to be exactly what your submission was, and you don't have to resubmit.
If there are no more questions, I thank all of you for coming. I look forward to seeing your submissions.